Welcome back to the Always Thinking Mindset channel, where we give you positive vibes and simple rules to achieve your goals. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about why your credit score matters in real estate. Now, before we begin, I'd like for you to give this video a thumbs up if you get value from it. And if you love this channel, which I think you do, then you already know what to do. Or if you don't have to subscribe. Don't worry, not a big deal. But let's go ahead and get started in today's video of why your credit score matters in real estate. Real estate is one of those beautiful avenues in order to create passive income and just have a more financial secure future in the future. But what do you need to obtain that? You need I'm going to say, a reasonable, good, and credit score. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be high up there, right? Which leads me to my first rule of why you need a high credit score is for loans. Yes, loans. These are things that the wealthy use in order to borrow and make more money and borrow and make more money, and that's how you leverage. And it's that easy to get rich. Now go follow what I just said. The thing is, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. And the thing is with loans, whenever you go through a loan, banks or hard money lending, whatever, they're going to want to see a track history. They're going to want to see a high credit score. Can they trust you? Who are you? Are you going to pay the money back? And with a high credit score, you're able to establish that on good terms. Whatever real estate proposition you get into or whatever avenue you get into. But a high credit score does that, right? It speaks for you. It lets you know that you know how to manage money. They can trust you with that money. And just overall, loans are better and they're more trustworthy. They're willing to give you more money. They're willing to raise or increase limits, just like credit cards, right? When you first get a credit card, they don't just give you $1 million. They slowly, bump up the increased amount based on your credit scores, on your spending habits, your paying habits. So all that's being factored. And the same thing goes with having a high credit score in real estate. So whenever you get an FHA loan or whatever conventional loan you're trying to get, you're going to go through the barrier of trying to see how much credit, do you have a history of credit? Because like I always say, you can have all the money in the world and somebody will not lend to you because you have no credit history. They don't know who you are. But anyways, that leads me to my second rule of interest rates. What does this mean? This means a better loan for you. Usually, whenever you apply for a loan, they go off by how much they're going to lend you. But on top of that, this can, save you a lot of money in the end because whether you get a 7% interest rate, depending on your credit score, banks tend to use that and they can offer 6 to 5%. It all depends on what you want and what your credit score is, right? Because the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate would be. And the same thing goes, right? If you have a low credit score, you're going to have a high interest rate because they don't trust you enough. You're too much of a risk for them. But on top of that, just having a high credit score in real estate is going to give you the best interest rate possible. Depends if you're using a big commercial bank or a credit loan. I've used a lot of credit unions and they've been more friendly than anything. But having a high credit score will give you a big payout in the end, save you a lot of money for your future self because real estate is a long term game, right? Same thing with stocks. But, anyways, yes, having a great credit score will help you with better interest rates. That leads me to my last rule of why do you need high credit score in real estate? Well, you need high credit score in life in general, just to have a track history, but just to have future development, right? Because you never know where you're going to come across. And the thing is, you want to be ready. You can have all the money in the world. If you don't have a credit history, then banks won't touch you. They don't know who you are. And it just helps you build your empire, right? It's always good to have a credit score. And just like Jay-Z said, when he was coming up, he wished he knew more about how to obtain credit than just have money, and he could have been happier and had a better opportunity better opportunities come by if he had his credit score right. Because I've met people that have money and have a horrible credit score, and they will not lend to them because they're just a financial risk. And you got to understand that, right? In real estate, that's the point of real estate, right? It's to borrow money to go make more money, repeat, rinse and repeat. But having a high credit score is not only going to give you a step up in the game, but you don't have to worry about that, right? Because let's say let's say your credit score is low, right? Now the bank's going to not trust you, maybe deny your loan, but on top of it, they're going to ask for more security, more deposits, more collateral. And in the end, if you don't have that, then you don't qualify. It's that simple. So work on your credit score. It is going to have a major return, especially in real estate, and it's going to get you financially set for any future projects you got going. Well, that ends today's video. If you took value from this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this channel, go ahead and subscribe. You already know what to do. Check out my other videos in real estate, whether it's personal finance, whatever. And I will speak with you soon.